Hey YouTubers, okay, this is your girl Nikki coming back again. I guess this video right here that I'm about to do is not going to be that long. This is just a topic that I really have to get off of my chest. You know, a lot of times, you know, sometimes you have topics that, you know, you really can't talk to anyone else about because you might hurt someone's feelings because the topic that you're actually talking about is probably about that person. And I'm a person, you know, I have a lot of friends and stuff like that. And I like to allow people to be who they are. Like, I don't like to judge people and stuff of that nature. However, there are just those times where you have certain friends who just really get underneath your skin. And I have one of those friends. This friend is, you know, however, she's a good person. It's just, she gets underneath my skin. You ever had one of those friends who just, no matter whatever it is you may be doing or whatever it is that has happened to you, they always have a way of making it seem like whatever it is that they're going through, even though it's the same thing that you're going through, but their thing is a little bit better. They make it sound like their issue is better than yours. So we just, you know, I was, you know, talking to, you know, this random friend or whatever, and I know it may be small, but it just really irked me. We were talking in regards to this song or whatever. I think, you know, Michael Jackson, you know, okay, woo, 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 he sings the chorus on the song. It's like that. I always feel, I always feels like, it always feels like somebody's watching me. When I said that to her, I started singing the chorus to the song or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, I love Michael Jackson." I'm like, "Well, that's not Michael Jackson's song." And so she was like, "Yes, it is," you know. And I'm like, "Michael Jackson does not only sing that song." And so she's like, "Yes, it is." So I Googled it, and Rockwell is rapping the song, talking in the song. The video is Rockwell's video. Michael Jackson, however, is singing the chorus. When I said that to her, it was like, "Well, no, I was just trying to let you know that that's Michael Jackson's song." And I'm like, "Well, that wasn't what I meant when I said it." So nonetheless, it irked me because I'm like, she just had to make herself seem like her point was right and validated. And I honestly felt like, you know, I knew what I was talking about when I was saying what I was saying. And no matter whatever topic, whatever it is, this is the same person I'm like, you know, is marrying a married person. I mean, where it's talking to a married guy. And when she talks to me about it, she tries to make excuses for why she's marrying, or she's talking to him, and that I guess at some point he's going to give her like a promise ring. Whew. YouTube. If any of you guys have ever dealt with a friend like this, if you can please just leave a message. I don't know, shoot a video back on how to actually handle a situation like this. How did you actually handle it? Because I'm really struggling with this. I'm having a really hard time talking to her. I'm almost to the point where, like, I don't even really want to answer my phone because all I keep hearing about is he did this and he did that and I'm like, you really shouldn't be talking to him. I really don't care to know what it is he did for you because he is married. Off freaking limits. And then, you know, I guess you try to have a conversation with me telling me, you know, that, you know, one of his friends was saying, oh, you know, the guy being married or whatever is not going to last for too much longer or whatever. And I'm like, well, if he was going to do it, he would have been did it. Please don't get it twisted that, oh, my friend just comes along and then all of a sudden he's going to start rushing to put in for his, you know, a divorce or something like that. I cannot stand crazy, naive women who feel like there is just, you know, something about you that's just going to make, you know, some guy, you know, who's been doing this probably for the longest start to do something random. Peep my sign, Libra. Okay, back to the video. However, but yeah, I'm really having a hard time, you know, like really, you know, talking to her. And I want to be that friend for her because she is a friend for me when I, you know, need a listening ear. It's just, I do not agree with this situation. So I'm really having a hard time being her friend. Like when we talk about it, I literally don't say anything. I'm totally mute on the phone. I'm like not saying nothing because I can't take it. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not about to agree with this. You know, But yeah, that's one of my, I mean, I have a lot, of friends, associates, stuff like that, people that I talk to or whatever, but I don't think any of them's done anything this ironic, like this crazy, it's disgusting to me, honestly. Like, it really disgusts me. I've never been married before in my life, my mom and my dad, they're still married and stuff like that, but, I could never imagine, like, seeing, someone trying to, like, date my mom or date my dad, and they still, married or whatever. I don't know why people do stuff like that. I guess, I take the vows of marriage very, very, very seriously. And I feel like for two people to unite and bring God into the situation, and that's the problem with a lot of these marriages, women, you're not bringing God into it. You're going out here, you're getting married for all the wrong reasons. One being, money, to flash this, to flash you that. I can do a whole video on this particular friend because, honestly, I feel like she's totally doing what she does is off being money motivated, and she'll swear she's not a gold digger and stuff like that, or she's not out for money. But whenever you hear her talk, it's always about what he's going to do for her or what he's done for her, how he pays for this, how he pays for that, and to me, granted, I do feel like when a man is courting you, that he should be, paying for the dates and stuff of that nature. That's how I feel like, when he's courting you, that's what he does. So, granted, I'm not saying that what he's doing is actually, like, not the right thing, but I feel like he is not a man that is available to do what he's doing. He's not fully available. So, him courting you is going to hit a dead end at some point, because it's going to get to a point where you're going to be in your feelings, ready to move forward, and he can't, because he's going to be married. Yeah, he may give you that promise ring, but you're going to hold on to that promise ring for a really long time, honey. Let me tell you. And then, your feelings are going to get wrapped up. And you're going to wonder, like, well, how did I get myself into this? I just feel like you should just save yourself the heartache and the pain in the beginning. Granted, it's our flesh, it's our body, we want what we want or whatever. I just feel like, we are all getting older, we're not getting younger. So you got to kind of like make those tough and those hard decisions, that you don't necessarily want to make and go through the pain of dealing with it. I honestly feel like she can find someone that's her age who, or even his age, who can still provide her with those nice gifts or those nice things, but who's also available and who's also is ready, if he wanted to take it to the next level, or they both wanted to take it to the next level. But, still trying to date this guy because he has a lot of money and making excuses for him being married, honestly, to me, I think is ridiculous. There is absolutely no way. I would never, if I would have ever found out anyone that I was dating had a girlfriend, you were still attached in any kind of way, if you just told me you and your chick just broke up, and it's been, sometimes I even say, if it's been less than 6 months, I kind of really don't like to talk to that person, honestly, because I feel like when you're in relationships, you have that notion of going back and forth. You go through that whole back and forth, okay, maybe we'll get back together, maybe we're not. And I'm speaking from experience, like I'm not no saint or anything like that, but I'm just saying you have that going back and forth moment. And I don't want to hurt no one's feelings, and I don't want to get my feelings hurt trying to deal with somebody and be that rebound chick. So I'd rather, when you get out of a relationship, I think that you should at least just wait and give yourself at least 6 months just to heal, get it all out of your system. If y'all do want to try to work on it, go ahead and work on it or whatever. But if it doesn't work, at least you're giving yourself that time to get your mind and everything ready. But to just, you meet somebody, you're like, oh, well, how long has it been since you've been single? And they say, we just broke up like a month ago, or we just broke up like 3 weeks ago. Nope, you're not ready. Trust me, you're not ready. And definitely, if you told me y'all been together for some years, you're not ready. You may think you're ready because you don't want to deal with your emotions by yourself, but you're just looking for a rebound, somebody to get your mind off of what you're going through, and it's for some people that works. But for others, I just feel like, it's not a good thing, because you're still going to be faced with those same issues. Those issues are still going to be there. And honestly, I feel like that's what my friend's doing. She's been hurt, and instead of dealing with her issues and being alone, and trying to, figure out what lesson it is that God is trying to teach her, it's easier if she just interacts with people and date here, and not that you can't date, but to the notion of someone who's married, I can't deal. So, I mean, I won't make this video any longer than it already is. I just wanted to get it off of my chest because we just had another little running in and we've been like clashing ever since this issue. And I know that our friendship is like really on the rocks. Like I can just tell all the tension that we have when, you know, we're talking lately or whatever, and I know that it's my anger because she's talking to a married guy, and I do not approve of that in no way, shape, or form. None of my friends, any friends that I have, we don't do stuff like that. So this is someone who's newer to my little friend clique, probably been, you know, knowing her maybe a year. So it's a fresh friendship. However, I do value it. I do value it, and I have voiced my opinion, so I'm not saying anything on here that I haven't said to her. I just think that when some people are just so focused on what they actually want, they're not really trying to hear you out or listen to what it is you're trying to say. No way, shape, or form am I trying to hate on my friend. I just think that, you know, you got to have some type of values with yourself, and to date someone who's married, you don't, to me, I don't really know what your values are, and that scares me because I don't want anyone around me who, you know, would date somebody that's married because, you know, at some point I could be, you know, and you know, I don't know. If you do grimy stuff like that, I kind of look at you sideways, like, I don't know if I could trust you. But nonetheless, YouTube, if any of you guys have any advice on how I can deal with the friendship or deal with her, what I can actually say, if anyone's ever experienced a situation, or if you're going through it right now and you have any advice, please reach out to your girl and shoot me a video or shoot me a response or whatever, because I feel myself sinking. It's really, really getting to me, and I know I'm probably going to explode and just like not want to talk to her anymore until she's done with it. And honestly, I don't want to deal with my friendships like that, because everybody has the right to be who they are, but however, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want, and I'm getting to the point where I'm going to tell her, like, if you want to talk about him, talk to your other friends about him, because I don't want to deal with that. That's just not how I roll. I respect myself and I respect other people's relationships, and just because y'all separated or whatever does not mean y'all gonna get back together. Now, when you're divorced and you're single, that's a whole nother ball game. But I'm going to cut the video out right here and get back at me. Bye.